ladies and gentlemen. We are live here in the St. Cloud State Esports Arena for the Emergents Heartland Division quarterfinal playoffs. I'm Chase Nuclear Nukem, joined by attorney Ernie. Ernie, how you doing?
I am doing phenomenal, Chase. It's playoffs. There's nothing better than playoff Rocket League.
Oh, 100%. And this is an ECC, so it's divisional
structured.
We actually weren't sure at the beginning of the week who we were going to be playing because there were some forfeits going into
There
this
were some forfeits. There were some teams there was one team that actually had 2 matches that they did not report. So they had 2 forfeit losses that bumped up the Huskies. And for the St. Cloud Huskies, they're not going to complain.
No, nor should we be complaining. But I'm eager to see what our team is going to shape up against Buena Vista tonight, and I'm excited to get into the action. So without further ado, let's head into the matchups and see what we have slated.
Yeah, so for tonight, the St. Cloud State Huskies will take on the number 3 seeded BVU Gold Beavers. Earlier in the season, the Huskies fell 1 game to 3, but for St. Cloud State, each of those 4 games, they were knocking on the door.
Oh, knocking on heaven's door. Yeah, they were. And the Huskies throughout the season have incrementally gotten better week to week to week. Last week in a nail-biter Game 5 situation. It was so close. I think we all were sitting waiting, desperately, eagerly waiting for the win. But that's what playoffs are for. Quarterfinals are underway. We got a couple more weeks of competition.
Single elimination.
Single elim. You're absolutely right. Single elimination. So this is it. If they go home, they go home. But I hope we send the Beavers packing tonight.
You know, there's something in the air tonight that it feels like the stars have aligned. All the planets are in the right spot. I think the Huskies have this one. If they can play with the same energy and tenacity that they played last week, granted, they almost pulled off a reverse sweep last week.
That they did.
That's tough to do.
Certainly.
So if they can play it with that fire beneath them, I like where they're at. But they got the one problem that they've had this season is they struggle to put it all together.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, without further ado, let's take a look at the rosters as everything is coming together this evening.
And so for St. Cloud State tonight, it'll be Power 22, Devin, and Slug Dog. Has been kind of the go-to trio here late in the season, and they've performed well, and now it's time. Yeah, so let's see what we have over on the BVU roster. I know for certain we got Sky, Ryan, and Zoidstein coming up again this week, and I only know that because we played them before. It's the same roster.
This week as well, we got a little bit of a different vibe in the arena. Shout out to everyone who came out to support the Huskies tonight. Let's hear it in-house.
That's so cool.
Yeah, you love to hear it.
That's so cool.
You'll love to hear it. And as you can see in front of your screen right now, that's the conference standings for the Emergents Heartland Division. Number 1 being Northwestern, 2 being St. Ambrose University, 3 being BVU, 4 being Dunwoody Hawks. We don't care who 5 is, and 6 being the St. Cloud State Huskies. So without further ado, we're going to start the action here very soon. We're going to get into game, and we're going to rev the engines. As you said, I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
There's something about it, this team's a little bit different than we last saw BVU. And so I think for the Beavers, they're going to get a bit blindsided here. So we go right into game number 1. St. Cloud State in the blue, Buena Vista in the orange here on DFA today. Early save off the post, Devin. Huskies have to get there. They do. Slug cuts in just in time.
Ooh, Zoidstein taking it up for BVU, trying to get one in front of goal. Ryan's going to score a quick one. 15 seconds in for BVU. It's okay. We rev up our engines. We get ready, right? We're a manual. We got to shift into gear, and that's exactly what we're going to do this evening.
I talked to Devin post-game last week, and he says, we take a little bit too much time to start up. And, in a best of 5, you don't have a lot of time to work with compared if you had a best of 7.
You have a little bit more leeway, right, in that best of 7, which tonight's games will be in that best of 7 and quarterfinals. Oh, sorry, best of 7.
And Power goes top shelf, ties us up just like that. No mercy given.
All right, so correction, getting this in from production right now. Well, this is a best of 5 this series. So we got to put the pedal to the metal, and that's exactly what we're doing. Scoring back in 15 seconds. The retaliation is heavy from the Huskies.
Huskies got to answer. They got to answer quick, got to answer fast. We'll see if they can take the lead here. Good early pressure. See Slug Dog cut in off the backboard. Beaver scratch, thirst to bump off the crossbar. Power follows up. The post is not our friend tonight.
I'm losing my mind over here already, Ernie. Slug Dog Millionaire setting it up in front of the goal. Not going to quite find it yet. That's going to go straight across the field. Power going to knock it out. Slug Dog putting it back in mid. That's Power going up for a pass. Ooh, narrowly hitting the crossbar.
It was a good look for the Huskies. Hold on. Devin and Slug are going to fan on. It's going to force Power to have to be a little bit careful. Slowing it down, but I like the pressure that St. Cloud is able to put on here early on. Beavers flat-footed in net again.
Slug Dog falling a little bit on that boost, needing to pick up the boost. You can indicate what boost they're at in the bottom right corner of the screen for anyone new to Rocket League, and you want to have that boost up. That's how you maintain sustainability in the air.
And boost is such a key to Rocket League where you can starve the other team of boost and then it kind of limits their options on what they can do on defense. Shot safe, Power. Zoidstein follows up, puts Buena Vista back in the driver's seat.
Yeah, Buena Vista definitely capitalizing on the same exact thing the Huskies were pushing for earlier, knocking it off that backboard and going for a follow-up goal, right? But they weren't able to find it, unfortunately, a bit earlier. Hopefully, Huskies can position themselves in a little bit better area moving forward. They have to have their rotations on lock for playoffs.
Still 3 minutes to play. Plenty of time to get one goal back. We have seen crazier things earlier in the year. Sky to stretch out from that save as Power looked to go far side.
Yeah, that was a great rotation from Power, and BVU, Beaver's going to be a little bit slow to that one. Zoidstein going to put it back in their corner, give them a little bit more time. Devin setting up in mid, and that's going to be a goal for the Huskies!
Slug Dog with the fake. Sky takes it hook, line, and sinker.
Ooh, look at that angle! He doesn't need a protractor. He's already taken all math courses necessary.
All tied up at, we'll say halftime here, 2 minutes, 30 seconds to play. Can't find a true victor. Zoidstein really had to get up high for that one. Beavers get crossed up. Power short side, can't find anything, gonna drop down.
But possession stays on the side of the Huskies. As I say that commentary, Curse is gonna pop into gear. Power trying to get it over the right side. That's gonna be Devin with the follow-up. They're playing this corner really, really well. Huskies trying to follow up.
50.
That's going to be right under Sky. Sky is going to look for possession in this corner, though.
But he doesn't do a whole lot with it.
Nope.
You know, he just kind of bangs the ball downfield, trying to set something up. There really wasn't anything there. And now both teams trying to force the will upon the other in the midfield. Slug Dog backdoor got shut down.
The contest from Sky in the air was crucial for BVU there, because that would have been a Huskies goal.
Don't wait for the ball to come to you. Go to the ball.
Absolutely. If you build it, they will come. Or if you don't boost it, they will come as well. Sky looking for a defense here in the goal of BVU. Trying to touch it up. Great pass from Devin. Slug Dog making the correction. Going towards the midfield. That's going to be Power. The great save, trying to get possession up for the Huskies. Slug Dog going for another shot on goal. Going to get contested. So far, Buena Vista doing a really great job of doing those air contests when needed. Otherwise, the Huskies would be up a couple of points, Ernie.
Yeah. Beavers doing a good job challenging the ball in the air, beating the Huskies to it sometimes, but I think the 50-50s or the one-on-one challenges have kind of gone more into the Huskies' favor, which early in the year, they just weren't winning their 50s, and it's such a big, crucial part of the game. And as the season's gone on, St. Cloud State has gotten a little bit better and a little bit better with their challenges.
Oh my gosh, Devin going for a really slick play off the wall as well. Playing this really slow Ryan, gonna beat, but that's gonna be Devin again. Unfortunately, that's going to go up right in front of goal. The demo's coming out onto Devin. 25 seconds left as things are ramping up in this first game.
Buena Vista's got to be careful. Power's going to get some help. Huskies take the lead.
You'll love to see it. Now 3-2. All they have to do is hold for this first game. Play, as we like to say, a fun game called Keep Away.
Keep away. You don't want to turtle up here. That's the last thing you want to do. Get some big rainbow clears, as I like to call them, high and away from the other team.
That's exactly what we're doing to kick things off. Sky doing what their namesake says best, though. Going to contest in the air. That's 10 seconds up for BVU, and we keep possession on the side of BVU, going for another goal, trying to really sink this one in. Sky trying to pop it up. BVU going for a play, but that's going to be Devin to close it out for the Huskies.
And Chase, that is the first Game 1 victory for St. Cloud State since week 4 against Morningside.
How'd that match go?
3-0.
3-0.
We're not going to say the S word. That's 5 letters, ends in a P.
Yeah, the janitor's waiting outside.
Yeah. We're not saying that. We still have plenty of Rocket League to go. 13 shots on net.
Yeah, look at all those saves from BVU as well. We kept it on their side. That's a total of 6 saves. We only had 3, and that's what we love to see from the Huskies. They were struggling a bit in the middle of the season about having meaningful touches, right? In this match, they've shown the improvement from that point.
And I want to say 13 shots might tie or be one short of a program record of shots in a game. So
I'd love to see that as well.
I'll have to check my record books afterwards, as I've had a little bit of free time. Keep making some records.
Just a little bit, yeah. The stat lines have been really interesting.
Yes, but for both teams, they played a little bit sloppy. Sometimes. So I think for both teams going into Game 2, they got to clean it up a little bit. We saw some team bumps. So for the Huskies, you got to capitalize on the mistakes like they did last week against Dunwoody.
Absolutely. And what I loved as well was the adaptability we saw from the Huskies.
Yes.
While they did have those bumps, it didn't necessarily throw them off the game, right? They were there the entire time. They were eager to go. And as we're going into Game 2, we're right back in the action. Same sides. BVU is over on the orange. Your St. Cloud State Huskies in the blue.
Sky can do a little bit of physical defense, going to keep the Huskies off the ball. See Zoidstein, again, just a clear downfield. He's going to try to chase it. But it seems as if the Huskies have corralled it really well. Now they're looking just to go the other way.
Yeah, Devin going to pop it up. Unfortunately, running a little bit out of boost, but that's going to be Power capitalizing. Slug Dog getting it out of the goal. Devin with a beautiful pass upfield to Power.
Again, you're looking for your teammates. You're not just looking to boom the ball downfield. Meaningful touches with your words.
Yep, and now playing around the corner, falling a little under with boost. Slug Dog going to get a play into the midfield. Unfortunately, that's going to go straight to Ryan. Devin going up for a touch, missing narrowly. Ryan playing off this backfield, and that's going to be Power responding. Now going back into the midfield, we see a demo. Ryan onto Slug Dog. They're getting a little bit physical again, going for this first goal, and it's going to slide right across the goal.
Huskies triple commit. Neither of them made contact, but they're going to get away with it. As they're scrambling just a little bit. Buena Vista doing a good job of making the Huskies uncomfortable. But right now, St. Cloud looking to settle in to get some attack.
That's Power. Going for the contest on Sky. Sky passing it up to Ryan. Ryan going for a shot on goal, and that's Devin. Oh, narrow save from Zoidstein.
Just off screen.
Just off screen.
Husky, good pressure, good pass. And I am impressed with these 3 Huskies of how well they are just constantly looking for each other. You can tell the communication is just on point.
Oh, that was a good flick, but Devin is going to be there to stop it, say, no cheeky stuff here. This is playoffs. Right down in front of goal. That's going to be Devin going in off the crossbar. Power to go in to follow up. Unfortunately, going to hit the right side. Now taking it back. BVU tries to regain control, but they simply can't when we're protecting the pack.
Devin tried to drop that one down. Sky was right there.
Slug Dog, no boost, needing to back up a little bit here. Power playing it in the midfield. Sky going for a knock-up.
Devin trying to get something inside. Power waits for the 50. He's going to pop right up. Their Slug kicks it off to the side.
Going in the air, Sky going to put it in possession of BVU, but ooh, the gentle touch from Devin.
Devin got some help. I wasn't sure if that one was going to make it over the net, get it out of harm's way.
Straight over the head of Zoidstein, the ball is going to go back onto the side of BVU, and that's going to be Sky scoring the first goal of Game 2 for BVU 3 minutes in.
And for Sky, no, he just had enough time, enough space to put that ball in the back net. Slug just a little late on the rotation. Again, credit this guy. He found the gap in the rotation to score, put the ball on net. But with 2 minutes to go, Huskies looking to get on the board.
Ooh, Slugdog winning the kickoff, but the bump and the save from Power, that is some mechanics.
Good control, recovery, is the term most players use.
Yes.
Devin upfield, but there's no immediate follow-up. Speaking of, there's Devin.
Slugdog just sort of waiting in this midfield, saw something coming. It's going to be Sky. Ooh, getting it past 2 defenders on the side of St. Cloud State. Sky now playing, and look how patient BVU is starting to play. They're just ping-ponging it around the goal, saying, hey, we're losing possession. We need to regain fast, or they're going to be on us.
BVU, they're not really looking to score. That being said, this could be a chance for St. Cloud to really capitalize on the Beavers turtling.
Going for a shot on goal as well. BVU going for another one. And man, oh man, they're going for these defenders one by one.
Picking them off.
Picking them off, exactly. And as we've ramped things up, Rocket League is a very momentous game, right? The boost is becoming more and more of an economical resource.
Final 50 seconds. Huskies need one. Power able to hold the zone for a moment. Follows up on his touch.
Oh, the sauce?
Flick past one. Devin going to button hook in the corner. Sky's going to be right there. Infield pass. Slug waits for it.
And that's going to be Ryan. The double jump, the flip, trying to get it in. Devin passing it back over to Slugdog. Power going to be there for the return. Instead, going straight into the corner. Now it's going to go in the midfield past Sky. Going to go on BVU's side. And with 15 seconds left, this is exactly what the Huskies want to see.
Devin's going to get beat. They're going to go down the field. Final 10. Huskies going to have to go the full length of the field. Power looking to set it up. Can't get it past Zoidstein. And as the clock winds down, hold on.
Wait.
Wait. Second of magic. BVU's going to shut that down before things get too spicy.
They almost opened the fridge, and they almost showed us their sauce.
Yes.
It was very close.
Very close.
My lord, look at this game 2 stat line, though. Ooh, 4 shots on goal for BVU.
To the 5 of
to
St.
the
Cloud.
5 on St. Cloud, and even in saves. With Rocket League being a momentous game, this was a good game for BVU. They needed to slow down the momentum that we were bringing to them. And SCSU, because they were being faster, they were leaving a little bit more.
A little too free.
Yeah.
A little too loose.
A little too loose. Yeah, they got to tighten it up like that was in that game 1 for certain. Their touches were intentional. Every single touch game 1. This game, you could feel there was a little bit more urgency in their touches.
And it felt like BVU is really kind of honing in and kind of being able to pick off passes from St. Cloud State. So for Buena Vista, hats off to them. You're able to adjust, and it works. And now for St. Cloud, you know, it's like, okay, now you got to adjust. Or maybe you don't. Maybe you just stick with your game plan. Head coach Kai right behind him. Sure,
the game plan's
some
working.
words for him. Yes,
right?
game plan is
it's
working.
Just slow down. Just take your time. You guys got it. Just take your time. And there's his beautiful face right there. Yep, Coach Noah Kylander in the back.
He came in all dressed up today.
Yep, all
good
suited
looking
up.
to see. Great crowd on hand. Again, this is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
Yeah, let's go. Let's hear it. It's 1-1 in the series.
And Slugdog right off the bat. Are you kidding me?
That is what we call a 2-second ope where I'm from. Let me just sneak right past you, get it into the goal. Opa!
And that's how you start off a game when you get shut out in the previous one. Immediately 3 seconds in, Huskies on the board. Slugdog wasting no time. Devin, inside Slugs there. Sky's a bit better. Power, control, touch. What a touch.
Devin making the pass from the corner now. Going to get bumped in the air, but recovering very fast. Sky going to push it back over on the side of the Huskies, waiting for Power to flip it, but a little bit too soon on the side of BVU.
Huskies doing a good job just kind of keeping it in the corner, but it's the man waiting on the half wall for St. Cloud that's really giving them trouble. Really needed the player B, the player A to player B, then down the field, and that one's going to find its way in from Ryan from midfield.
Yeah, very narrow save, almost making it in. Ryan in the midfield just putting that one straight in. Devin having a little bit
a little bit out of boost.
Yeah, a little bit out of boost. And that's the importance of boost right there.
Kickoff can go back to the Beavers' favor. Huskies going to have to work out of their own end.
Yeah, Huskies needing to stay one goal up. They want to keep the Beavers on the back foot as much as possible.
Off the backboard slug. Zoidstein's right there. Luckily, it was wide.
Yeah,
Huskies will have a chance to regroup here.
Quite wide indeed. Still off of center goal. Slug looking for, they're going to pass over to Devin. Maybe a little miscommunication, maybe a little unfortunate touch. You know, you can't tell when you're watching at this point. Devin making a pass over, going for the midfield. That's going to win on the side of Slug Dog.
Huskies, I'll say for the Beavers, there's times where they just they're passive, where they back off. They wait for the Huskies to give the ball to them. And it's in those moments we got to see the Huskies kind of dribble it upfield, take possession.
And as rotations would dictate, they should be a little bit more spread out on these rotations, right? They definitely need to get these passes off to throw off BVU. That's a shot on goal, and it will get touched by Slug Dog, but unfortunately knocking it in.
Yeah, Huskies got to be careful with these bounces right off the sidewall. It'll just kick right back out into the midfield. And
that was Devin, not Slug Dog.
Ryan was happily waiting for the ball to come to him.
Absolutely.
Put a shot on. 3 minutes to play. Huskies trail here after giving up 2 unanswered. They look to answer back.
It's going to be Sky with possession initially, and look how BVU is recovering with this possession. They've chosen this right side as their sort of staple side, and they just keep playing off it.
Huskies have seen a couple times where they just kind of get caught beneath them.
Oh!
This is hope.
On God!
Off the backboard, just wide the follow-up. Power on that third man. Going to get a second touch, kicks it back inside. A spark of life for the Huskies. Bounce shot Power. Normally bounce shots are unsavable in my eyes. Ryan able to stop an unstoppable shot.
Man, the Huskies just look so good in this midfield tourney, Ernie. It looks like they just have to keep the ball in this midfield range where they're able to get these 1-2 combos out with their passes.
They just need to get the ball out of their own end. Once they can kind of break out into the midfield, that middle third of the pitch. Thank you very much, Power. Scaring me. Once they can get into that middle third of the pitch, that's where things kind of really start to open up for them.
Oh, and that was a great pinch. As soon as it hit the ground, knocking it back up, using the momentum. Power knocking it, unfortunately getting a bump on Devin. Gotta be clear with communication on where you're taking the ball.
Power off the backboard, straight back into the corner. Slug's gonna get bumped. Ryan will happily take a big clear. Get a few more seconds off the clock.
Devin getting it off of Ryan. Zoidstein looking for a shot on goal, getting a little bit too anticipated with that off the back goal. Zoidstein popping it. Devin taking possession. Zoidstein, no boost, passing it over to Slug Dog, who's gonna knock it in for the Huskies.
Oh, what a play from the Huskies. Devin just saucing up Slug to tie us up at 2 apiece. And it couldn't have come at a better time.
Yeah, get me the 3-piece though. You know, that's what I want for the $5.99 combo. I want the 3-piece. I don't want the 2-piece. 1 minute left in this game. Huskies evening it out and needing one more to get up in this series.
Such a big game. Slug gonna try to work his way through 3. Couldn't find anything. Sky can't get a touch. Devin, neither. Power gonna play this one up. Ryan's right there and ready. Huskies got to space out a little bit more here. Final 40 seconds. That's a dangerous demo.
Just a little bit too fast from Power. A little bit too much power getting down there. Notice the boost trail getting down there. Sky knocking it in the corner. Narrowly.
That's such a hard shot to save if you're Power. Trying to come down like that.
It is. That's a tough play.
And then you're having to read the bouncer. You have to get the right elevation. Final 30. St. Cloud once again needs one more. Devin getting bullied in the box off the post. Buena Vista struggling. They're just going to take it back here. Regroup.
Ooh, and it might bite them in the butt. Power passing it back into the midfield. Slug Dog getting it back over the top. That's going to be Devin there. It's not going to quite find its mark, but Power's also there. Slug Dog keeping it alive with 1 second on the clock. They've got to keep it up. Devin knocking it off of center goal, narrowly missing it. BVU's going to go up 2-1 in this series, but that was a incredibly close play at the end there.
And
Ernie.
you could see all three Husky players slowing down, be like, okay, we're going to talk it through. How are we going to get the ball from point A to point B to the back of the net? Devin, so close.
So
they had it lined up, though.
They did. They had it lined up. It was just, it needed a little bit more power towards the middle.
And for St. Cloud State, that early goal from Slug, not going to do it. First time St. Cloud State has been outshot this series 7-4. And for St. Cloud State, this next game is do or die.
This is crucial. This is a crucial time for the Huskies. You got to take a second, just take a deep breath, go into this next game and even it out. Because right now it's 2-1, and they have it. It's
just when they just get trapped in their defensive end is where things just kind of stall.
Right. But going back to the beginning of that game, I loved the momentum that they brought into that first game. Getting the initial goal immediately, they're going to look for the same exact replica method here going into game 4.
And going into game number 4, Huskies are going to need the energy as they need this next game to stay alive, keep their season dreams
up.
Well, keep their dreams up as I cross my words up here.
It's certainly okay. Slug Dog passing it in the mid. Devin going to get it knocked off the side. Unfortunately, it's going to hit the corner. That's an unfortunate angle. They're going to find Power looking to get this one back out of their side. Ryan getting a pass on Zoidstein. Zoidstein getting challenged in the air, and that's exactly how the Huskies need to play. Devin knocking it off the side wall, keeping it on BVU's side. Ryan looking for a play off this corner post. Devin going a little bit too quick for that backflip. Now it's in the center, and the Huskies have possession. Getting the demo on Ryan is huge. Was the top point scorer in the last game. They have to keep Ryan on the back foot.
Yeah, they're gonna, and sometimes it's easier said than done. Ryan able to just work around 2 Husky players, works around 3 Husky players, but Slug Dog's right there, try to kick it back in.
Gonna find it in the midfield as well. Devin getting another touch, keeping it out of the hands of the Beavers. Going up, Ryan gonna get a last-second save. We're gonna keep it on their side though. Devin passing towards the mid. Slug Dog's there, but so is Sky.
Huskies doing a good job keeping the pressure. Devin tried to get a flip reset off the ceiling, couldn't find it.
That's a bit cheeky, right?
I mean, whatever works off the backboard, in the back of the net. There it is. Devin knocks on the door. He finally breaks it down.
There it is. Knock, knock. Who's home?
It's Devin.
It's Devin. He is the one who knocks. 3-13. Now Huskies have to keep this aggression up. That was a beautiful series of events they were able to execute. They just have to keep it on their side. I love these demos coming out on Ryan, getting a little physical with it.
And that's something we didn't see in the previous 2 games.
Exactly.
Huskies getting physical. And for players like Devin and Slug, that's kind of their bread and butter. They do it often in practice and scrims.
It's their MO.
It is their MO.
Oh.
Power just wide, can't get the follow-up, just bounce a bit too high off the ramp when it goes from the pitch to the wall. Always difficult to read at any level.
It's going to be Devin. Ooh, that was a great pop-up from Sky, though. Power getting in the air. Ryan going to challenge it, but no boost left. Getting over to Zoidstein, who narrowly took the boost from Slug in the corner. Devin not going to have any gas left in the tank to contest there. That's going to be Power going up for another air contest. Slug taking it back over on the side. We're starting to see these more long pitches as both of these teams want to set up these passing combinations that have led them into victory in these previous games. 2 minutes left on the clock, and the Huskies looking for a second one to put on goal.
Huskies looking to get a second here. Notice a couple of uncharacteristic whiffs from the good boys. Maybe getting a little bit nerves catching up a little bit here. A lot on the line. We've worked so hard this season. But right now you are in the driver's seat getting pressured. But I don't think one goal is going to do it here.
Oh, I don't think a goal is going to do it for BVU. They're going to need a couple to close this one out. But I think if the Huskies take one up, we're definitely going into Game 5.
Huskies double commit here. Power's going to cut in. He gets a touch. Keep the pressure. Ryan loses a bit of control here.
That's where you got to capitalize, right? Ryan
Speaking
lost all
of,
boost. Ooh, going for that bounce goal. Zoidstein's going to take it. Slugdog passing it to the mid. Power looking to capitalize.
That's too aggressive. Okay, Devin's there. He blended in. Devin's getting bullied. Slugdog, can he get there? He cannot.
Close. Narrowly making it. Look, Devin not having enough power to get it out. Instead, that's going to go straight to Ryan. The third wasn't there just fast enough. Slugdog unable to make it in time, but that's still 1-1. They have a minute left to get a second goal on the clock for the Huskies.
Next goal is big. Power's going to fan on it. Slug upfield. Devin challenges Sky. This one's going to drop down off the ceiling. Slug, shot, far side off the post.
That was so close, Ernie. I thought that they certainly had that goal. Devin putting it up, count them twice, over to Power. That's going to be a shot for Ryan on goal, but Devin's going to be there to save. Zoidstein trying to pitch it over to this corner again. Going up with no boost. What you doing, son? You got to power that rocket.
Huskies, they got to keep the ball out. They got to keep the ball on the perimeter. They can't allow anything inside. Power trying to get a doink goal. Can't find anything.
Slugdog off the top. Anyone there to follow up? There's one. Count them, two. The Slugdog millionaire takes a second goal with 30 seconds left.
Man was in the weight room earlier this morning, and boy, does it pay off.
It sure does. It sure does. 25 seconds left. They have to replicate the success from the first game. Just play that aggressive keep away. Do not allow them the time of day.
Still plenty of time. This is nowhere near over.
Oh, Devin taking it over to the
Just
side
play it slow,
of the Beavers.
smart.
Playing it very slow, in fact. 10 seconds left. Ryan looking for something and instead gonna find the other end of a demo.
Huskies gonna just boom this one downfield. Ball's just gotta touch the ground. Sky over to Zoidstein, and we will have game number 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Game 5 situation. Call it a code red, if you will. 2-2 on the score line. This is the season playoffs for your St. Cloud State Huskies, and they need every ounce of energy that you have for this Game 5. Give it up for the Huskies. This is it, Ernie. This is it.
This is what we've spent all season for. There's been years leading up to this moment, from building the program to now. And
Absolutely.
We saw head coach Kai get some final words in going into Game 5.
And they're just eager to jump into it. That's what I love about Game 5. Both teams are like, all right, there's no talking necessary. Just get me in there.
At this point, both teams, they don't want to wait. They want to go. Both teams are fifth geared, pinned, wide open.
Slugdog finding the demo on Sky and finding another on Zoidstein, opening up the field for the Huskies, but the rotation lacked a little bit because of those demos. So now the Huskies paying the price a little bit of retribution, unfortunately, and that's going to be a pitch set up for Slugdog. Now no boost, needing to back off, but that's going to be Power in the midfield looking for something.
Nice.
Finding another double. I'm sorry, is this Rocket League or Call of Duty?
This is a demolition derby.
This is a demolition derby, okay. I'm okay with that as well. As long as we get a point up on the board.
That's a big double.
Doesn't matter
Power
how we
can't
get
win
there.
that challenge. Huskies, they gotta be careful here. Meant to play. Sky's gonna look to collect this one. Pass Power. Slug's gonna force it through. No read off the backboard. Devin, light floater. Sky's right there. Gets that one off of the top of the net.
Ooh, I love the power slide from Devin, trying to get in power, knocking it up. Devin getting it off of net. That's going to go right around, almost right in front of the goal. They're going to go for another shot, but they're going to save just in time. Sky pitching it over to the left corner, looking for an angle, going to find it, but that's going to be power on the other end of that line.
Huskies, they got to stay composed here. That was a good early test here in Game 5. They answer it.
And that is no boost on the side of BVU. That's pretty much been the battle this game. It's been BVU versus boost. Zoidstein getting a cheeky bump as they are going to recover. That's Devin keeping it out of goal. Count him once, count him twice. That third one's going to go up, but with BVU in the rotation, unsure if they're going to find their mark. They most certainly won't. Pitching it all the way downtown. Sky going to take it up. That almost looked like a goal for the Huskies.
Huskies bunch up in the corner. It's going to negate their attack for now as they got to play quick defense on the transition. Man, every time Zoidstein puts a shot on net, my heart stops. He is just so accurate. Sky's going to fan on it. Ryan puts it to the side. Halfway through Game 5, no one has found the back of the net. Slug finds a demo.
The pass.
Try to go over to Devin, who went for a demo.
Got to have that communication. That's going to go in on net. Just barely off center, but they keep the possession up. Sky going to knock that one up. Zoidstein back down to Ryan. Ryan going to net, but that's going to be Devin on the other side of the intricate play from BVU. Putting it up in the center field. Devin going around two defenders. Slug Dog coming up on the back end of Devin, trying to capitalize on the great play that we just saw.
Huskies got to keep communicating here. Seen a couple of late double commits. 100 seconds in regulation here in Game 5, yet to find a true victor in this series.
Playing around this midfield a lot, Ernie, so while we have the moment, how does overtime work?
Overtime, basically, we can go forever. 2 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 hours until somebody scores.
It's game on.
It's game on.
Devin getting that demo, feeling the energy, the game on power, knocking it up. Right off a goal, sending it back to the midfield. That's going to be Devin to capitalize. Power said, let's just wait a second. I'm going to take this up by a full boost. Zoidstein looking for a play. Everyone just zooming around this midfield looking for something. Devin knocking it down. That was a really awkward touch.
Power gonna be wide. Sky's gonna fall. What a save from Slug out of nowhere. Was lurking in the shadows. Keeps the Husky season alive.
Power knocking it back. They're going to throw it over to the other side. But as we've seen all series, BVU does not play the left side whatsoever. Their rotations come from the right and mid. The Huskies capitalizing on that, throwing it left. 20 seconds left in the game. Huskies going to have it on their side for the moment. But the ball goes up. Possession doesn't seem to be anywhere. At this point, the Huskies have about 10 seconds left to capitalize on the final goal.
As the clock winds down, will we reset and have overtime? Power looks like he's going to play for it.
There
and
it
the
is.
next goal
wins. Next goal wins. Next goal moves
wins.
on to semis. This is it.
Husky fans, get up, get loud. It's overtime.
On goal. That's a shot. Ryan's going to take it out. Power putting it up. That's Devin with another crucial demo. Putting it down. Power not going to have enough boost to hopefully help in this fight. Devin throwing it over. That's going to be a midfield play for the Huskies. Back over once again. This is just retaliation back and forth, Ernie.
It's a good bounce for St. Cloud. Zoidstein not going to be able to follow this one. Infield pass, Slugs up for it. Pass
Slug
one,
taking it from the top, and that's it! Your St. Cloud Huskies win!
Yes!
They did it! They did it!
Huskies send the 3-seed Beavers packing and move on to the semifinals.
And that's what we call an underdog victory from the St. Cloud State Huskies. 6 seed coming in, taking out the 3rd seed in the Emergents Heartland Division here in the NECC. Ernie, the whole season has led up to that moment.
My heart is beating out of my chest.
Certainly mine is as well, my friend. Certainly mine is as well.
I am so proud of these guys. I met them last summer when the original Rocket League tryouts were. Practiced with them throughout all the fall semester. I graduated. Here I am now behind the desk. I am so happy for this team. I'm speechless. I'm so happy for this team. They deserve the world. And what did we say at the top of the show?
What did we say at the top of the show?
The stars were aligned. Something felt right. Oh, it's not. It's just the lights.
Oh, it's just the lights. Oh, I see. Well, we are the
right
North
at
Star State, and all that are weary follow the North Star, and that's exactly what we saw tonight from the Huskies.
Wow.
What an amazing performance from
where they started
Huskies.
In week 1. They went to game 5, and they just kind of fell apart in game 5. We go to last week. They look to pull off the reverse sweep. They go to game 5. They fall apart. I was worried going into game 5.
I was a little worried as well.
I was scared
going
into game 5.
Game 5 situation is stressful, especially overtime.
Yes,
overtime game 5.
You know what? Have it be 0-0 going to overtime, where neither team gave an inch. It was Slugdog to get a massive save, flies into off screen with like 34 seconds left, keeps us alive. The crowd erupts.
That save was incredible. Just like the performance tonight.
Yes.
So, energy was high, vibes were immaculate.
Oh.
And we're going to be back again next week.
Next week, best of 7.
Best of 7. And whoever, that's semifinals, right?
Yes, semifinals. We're technically now a top 4 team in the conference as a first-year program.
As a first-year program, we are a top 4 team in the conference. That's
big.
Absolutely right.
That feels good to say.
So with that being said, Ernie, I'd like to give a special shout-out to everyone who came out and supported the Huskies tonight. Come back again next week. We will be here once again for semifinals here in the NECC Emergents Heartland Division. Shout out to the players. Shout out to the staff that came in-house tonight. Production, running everything behind the scenes. Shout out to you, Ernie.
It's been a wild start. I was broadcasting these games in my bedroom at the start of the year.
You certainly were.
And now to be in studio, have a crowd of, we'll say,
20, 30 folks.
20, 30 people here screaming their heads off anytime the Huskies score. Literally the coolest thing ever.
It's amazing. We'll see you again next week. I've been Chase, Nuclear Nukemed, joined by Turney, Ernie. We're signing off.